What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, really excited today. Finally, we get to go to this Filipino restaurant. Now, I did mention last week, guys, that when I was a lot younger, when I was back in high school, I had a really nice friend of mine that she would invite me over to her house along with like a couple of others. And basically every time we would go to her house, her mom and her parents would always make this like giant feast. And most people have told me that that's actually pretty normal in Filipino culture, which is pretty cool. So I remember like the lumpias that I had at her house were the most amazing type of egg rolls I've ever had in my life. And that is my opinion. I feel like lumpias are the best of the best in my personal experience. So with that said, this place that we're going to is a very small little Filipino restaurant. There's only like 5 or 6 that I've seen close by to where I live. With that said, we're gonna be headed to this one today, and we're gonna have ourselves probably like an infamous pork soup. We're also gonna have crispy pata, which is, for them, it's basically fried pig leg or fried pork leg, sorry. And, you know, we'll do the lumpias, of course, and we'll see what other things they have, try to see if I can get a few things together. Today we're on our own, but I wanna bring some leftovers back for my wife. And yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully we can beat the rain, because today is the only day I'm able to record, and hopefully we can get there. I spent all morning working on the car, so now I'm like built up a really big appetite. Super excited. Let's go. We are here, we made it. I am super excited. Looked over the menu. Service so far has been absolutely excellent. So I'm pretty excited. We're gonna take a look at it and see what different things we're gonna order from the menu. They did recommend a few dishes that are their most popular ones, so I'm probably gonna go with what they wanted, like with what they basically recommended, since they are the experts. But there is something else. There's a bone marrow soup called beef bulalo, and I am 100% gonna get that. It's pretty pricey, but man, I've never been able to have that before. I've seen other YouTubers have it. I've seen it on TV and things like that, but I didn't know that they actually had a place that had that here in Orlando. So I'm pretty excited with that, and that's the first thing we're gonna go ahead and order. But I'm looking over the menu here, and there's quite a few different options, and oh man, guys, I can't wait. You gotta check this out. All right, guys, so first things first, we have the beef bulalo that we're gonna go ahead and have. They did say that I should have the sizzling pork sisig, which we're definitely gonna have that as well. He did recommend the sizzling squid, so we might order that. I don't wanna go overboard since wife isn't here and it's just myself, but I do wanna bring her food. But the next thing I wanna try out is the crispy pata. He said that's also one of their most popular dishes here. But it's a pretty extensive menu. I mean, they do have quite a few different options. And you know, they have the lumpias and stuff like that that we're gonna definitely have as well. And they also do have, I believe, some desserts. And the one thing I really wanna try is the Halo. So we're gonna definitely try all this, but I can't wait, guys. I'll see you when the food comes out. All right, guys, perfect. So our first thing that we ordered was our drink, and I went ahead and came out. And this is actually calamansi juice, which is a very small lemon that they have, or lime that they have over in the Philippines. And once I saw that they had this, I told them right away, since you guys know I always order either water or lemonade. But let's go ahead and try it. Oh, that's really good. It's really good because it has a very strong like lime flavor, With that said, it's a bit sour, but then you have like a sweetness right after. And it's really refreshing because it's pretty hot out in Florida today. Not only that, but it's humid because it's like on the verge of wanting to rain. Oh my God. The head's a spot. It's almost like a mixture of lime and orange, but it tastes really, really good. All right, guys, we finally got the first dish, and this is our appetizer dish, and these are the lumpias. You guys have to check these out. I mean, look at that beautiful golden color. They're nice, small and crispy. We have that delicious sauce on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab it. Oh yeah, they're super thin, like the outside, super crispy, and you have that beautiful darkened and gold, like almost charred actually, almost burnt meat. And like, you know, that's when it's delicious. Wow, this is really hot to the touch. We're gonna go ahead and dip it into that sauce. Kind of take advantage that it's slightly open so you're gonna get more sauce in there. We're gonna go ahead, oh, this is really hot. We're gonna go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, bottoms up. Guys, it's so delicious. So if you guys take a look on the inside, the meat is perfectly cooked. It's nice and seasoned, really strong flavors. You have this like basically nice and fresh. It just came out. I don't know if you guys heard the crunch when I bit down. You have this delicious sweet like Thai chili almost. Oh my gosh, it just comes together so well together, but it's seasoned so well.
You vlogging? Mm-hmm. What's your channel?
Latin Chopsticks.
Latin Chopsticks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Man, I like that, man.
Thank you. Thank you. It's awesome. Guys, the meat flavor, super delicious. We're gonna try it without the sauce. Guys, the outside is perfectly thin, very, very, very crunchy, but it like dissipates as soon as you bite down. You have this dense and concentrated meat that's almost like a sausage on the inside. And like I said, you dip it into that sauce. It's a little bit thick, so it kind of sticks to that lumpia very well. It's perfection, guys. All right, guys, we're back. We ended up moving because there's a lot of food, and it all smells amazing and just looks delicious. You guys check this out. All right, so this is the first thing that came out, and this is their garlic fried rice. This looks really, really appetizing. It has nice dried chunks or fried chunks of garlic, golden perfect color. This is the bone marrow soup, the beef bulalo. This right here is the stuffed squid, which is super famous for them. This looks so delicious. This right here is the crispy pata, which is the pork leg. Oh my God, it's massive. And then this here was just sizzling. It's cooling down a bit, but that looks so delicious. It's like a whole bunch of fried meats put on a skillet with a rye on top that's slowly cooking because of the heat from this cast iron skillet. This looks amazing. So, but first things first, let's go ahead and start with the soup. All right, guys, first things first, this thing, let's just get a little bit of an angle, is massive. I mean, the spoon is amazing. You got a little serrated knife to kind of help you cut into that delicious beef. But we're gonna go ahead and try this. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and try some of this broth. I mean, look at that. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Has a little bit of a green onion in there. You have a little bit of fat from the beef that's just rendering right on top, floating up top. You have corn, which you guys know how I feel about that. But we gotta try this broth. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dig in. Oh my gosh. That broth is full of flavor. You got onions, you got the green onion, you have bok choy, you have the flavor from the corn itself kind of seeping into the soup. You have the richness of that bone marrow and like this meat, guys. I gotta show you this real quick. So I'm gonna get the spoon, I'm just gonna show you just how tender, look at that. Just like how tender and soft, it's literally fall off the bone. I could just pull it right apart. Look at that, guys. It is literally, look, with the spoon, I'm just breaking it apart, getting a little bit more of that broth. Oh my goodness, guys, that thing is so tender. We're gonna go ahead and try this out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you speak
Oh my God.
There you go, miss.
That beef, super tender, full of flavor. The fat is rendering in. That onion is giving it the sweetness as well as the corn itself. The fat from the pieces of meat literally completely just melt as soon as it touches your tongue. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh man, this is amazing. All right guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let the soup cool down just a bit so we can start digging into the other things. And that way I can pick up the corn and eat it, because I really wanna try that corn. It looks amazing. But let's go ahead and try a little bit of this rice. So the smell of garlic coming off of this amazing rice, the little nice way that they shaped it, is something I always love whenever they do at rice places or any type of Asian place and Hispanic place that serves a rice like this. It's a little extra touch. You can see the slight browning from the frying. And like I said, you got those nice little chunks of crispy garlic as well as some of the green onions for garnish. That's also mixed into the rice. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right. The rice is perfectly cooked. Not mushy at all, very fluffy. Those little crisp pieces of garlic had a very slight crunch and texture to the bite. Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna try it with this. So if you guys wanna check this out, take a look at it. This looks really, really good. It is nice and crispy on the bottom. The egg, which I remember I mentioned to you guys was actually a little bit raw. It's basically cooking perfectly. You have those fried pieces of pork. Hey! And we're gonna go ahead and try this out right here. We're gonna get it all together. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. You got some eggs, some of the fried meat, and the rice. It's gonna be a delicious bite. All right, let's go ahead and try it. The eggs add this creaminess to the nice and crunchy cartilage pieces of meat. It all comes together really well. You get that rice, you get that fluffiness from the rice. Oh my God. It almost sticks to your teeth. It's like eating pork skin that's like really crispy, but then when you bite down, it's a little tough. But it's like the perfect balance because you have a little bit of crispiness, but then you have those bites of the cartilage. I don't know if it's like a pig ear or something like that, but oh my God. Oh, it comes together so well. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of the lemon on here. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get this meat and then look at this lemon. There's so much juice coming out of it because it's nice and hot, the lemon itself, because it was laying on top of this super hot dish. So it like really made the juices come out. Now I can't wait to go ahead and try this. It's really hard to do this with one hand, but look at that, guys. There's onions, the meat, the cartilage, the crisp. You could still see a little bit of smoke or vapor actually coming out. Can't wait. This crispiness is at the bottom because of the skillet. I don't know if the mic was catching it, but we added that lemon and it elevated the flavor so much because there's a lot of fat in here. And that citrus taste, that citrus cuts through it, man. I can barely talk how delicious this is. All right guys, look at these beautiful pieces of the fried squid. They're nice, they're stuffed. Looks nice and chewy, but charred in certain areas. They gave us a special sauce that we're gonna try with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to cut a piece of the head, get into that stuffing, put a little bit of lemon on it, dip it on the sauce, and we're gonna go ahead and try it. All right, as I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut the head here. There's so much juice coming off of this thing. Honestly, normally I'd eat it with my hand, but for the sake of filming, that way my hands don't get too greasy, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. All right guys, you have the sauce flavor, dip it right into that sauce, bottoms up. Oh my God, that's amazing. You taste the slight char. The inside is stuffed with like onions and pickled tomatoes. You get that sauce, which is a little bit of a hint of a vinaigrette. It has onions in it as well, so I'm not sure if it's like an onion-based sauce, but it is like perfectly, it's nice, it's chewy, but then it has those little crunchy charred pieces. Oh my God, guys, that's delicious. Oh, we're gonna get the legs here. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and just dip right in there. And we're gonna go ahead and just take a bite of this. Oh my God, the leg was even better. Oh, this is just a leg, but because it's not stuffed, they're really charred. That flavor of charredness really comes through. Oh my God. This is some of the best food I've had in a while. Oh man. I'm supposed to keep filming, but I'm like grabbing a little bit of everything. This rice, the soup. We're gonna try for the biggest dish last. This is gonna last me like 3 or 4 days. I gotta make sure we eat this as quickly as we can. So I'm probably gonna be making pork sandwiches and stuff like that for the next couple of days. But take a look at this. Guys, look at this. You can listen to the crispiness. Oh, sorry. There you go. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm trying to get close. But you have like nice pieces. They give us a knife. We have some more of that delicious vinaigrette. And we're gonna go ahead and just get, I gotta try this, guys. I'm gonna use my hand. But look at that delicious fat, that meat. You have the nice crispy skin. Actually, I don't even want to dip it in the sauce. I just want to try this on its own. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dig in. Skin's super, super thin. It's nice and crispy. The fat, it's not overwhelming. It's not salty. The fat really renders and melts in your mouth immediately. You get a little bit of that sauce this time. Guys, it's amazing. I don't know if you guys can hear it because it's a very, it's more crispy than crunchy because it literally becomes like powder when you're biting into it. And because that skin got rendered so well and was so crispy, and it has that very thin layer of fat, it protected the actual meat. Kept all the juices inside. Take a look at this. So I just took the skin off. Look at this meat here. I'm just gonna press a little bit with my fork. Look at how juicy that is. We're gonna go ahead and get a little bit. Oh my God. Look at the freaking juices just flowing in there. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip it a little bit into this vinaigrette thing. We're gonna go ahead and try that. All right, guys. Oh my God, it's literally coming apart. The taste is amazing. It's got a little bit of lemon. There's just chunks coming off of it. The skin's coming off of it. Some other pieces are actually becoming a little bit more like pulled pork. And the most insane part to me, it's not, like it's literally not salty at all. It's all perfectly balanced with all its flavors. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at that delicious piece. Kind of dip it in there. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and eat it. Oh my goodness, guys, there's so much food. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish all this. Honestly, almost everything is still like intact. I'm gonna try my best to kind of down the soup. I kind of feel bad because they're closing in the next like 5 minutes. I don't even know if they're closed already. I can't see the time. Oh my God, they closed like 10 minutes ago. Let's see if we can get a dessert. If not, I don't want to bother them, but I really wanted to try the Halo Halo. I'm gonna try to finish the soup as quickly as I can. Hopefully we can get the Halo Halo to go. We'll try it out. And that should be it for the video, guys. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, I almost forgot. I do wanna try this corn and I wanted to do it on camera. So let's go ahead and try it out. Perfectly sweet. I'm gonna try something before I say anything, hold on. Okay, so one side was a little bit mushy. I don't care, but I did want to let you guys know. But it's because the whole time I was doing all the other dishes, I left it in the boiling hot soup, so it overcooked it. But I tried to bite the other side, the one that was like above, because it's floating. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. And that top side was like nice and popping flavor, like the sweetness, and they were like popping as soon as you bit down into it instead of it being mushy. But oh my goodness, guys. I love this spoon. I love this broth. This meat is so delicious. Everything is seasoned to perfection. The bone marrow that's coming off into the soup and rendering it. Oh my God. The flavors are amazing. We were able to order our Halo Halo just in time. They were super nice enough to kind of let me stay in here. I'm the only one in the restaurant, along with one of their daughters, I think. She's a little girl. She keeps coming up and asking about the camera and stuff like that, which is pretty cute. But I can't do this place justice. How delicious and like the flavors of all this food is.
Where are we going, Mia? You wanna go somewhere?
It's amazing. All right, guys, so we got our Halo. This looks, first of all, massive. I'm really full. I'm gonna do my best to eat this whole thing because I wanna eat it. But look at the size of this thing. Sorry for the food in the background. We haven't had a chance to get the box yet, but look at this. It has shaved ice. It has the drink at the bottom. It has flan, ice cream, and some fruit slices. Now with that said, everything was in basically everything was showing here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mix it. He did say just make sure you mix the whole thing before trying it. So we're gonna try to mix, oh my goodness. We're gonna try to mix this whole thing. This looks absolutely amazing. I've only seen it, like I said, in videos as well as the bone marrow soup, but I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up like he mentioned to us. We're gonna try our best and then see if we can try a little bit. All right, I wanna try that and see how it is. This is their Halo. Now, I've heard that this is a staple dessert over in the Philippines, and it's super refreshing, especially after having such amazing and hot meals. Oh my goodness, guys. It's super good, super refreshing. Trying to see if I can get that flan, or a little bit of that flan in there. Crush it up a little bit. You go ahead and try it. There you go. Got a little bit of piece of flan. It is like unlike anything I've ever tasted. It does feel like it has tiny little pieces of like coconut, but like super hard, crispy coconut. Guys, this is amazing. I can't explain it. I feel like the coconut isn't actually this. It's like the coconut milk. I thought it was regular milk. It's not. It's like coconut milk. You have the crunchy pieces of ice. You get the creaminess from the coconut milk. You get the stickiness from the flan. It's literally like an explosion of flavors, an explosion of textures, because it's all different things and they just all go together so well. And it's such a great way to finish this amazing experience in this amazing restaurant. I never knew this existed. And this is actually literally right down the street from one of my old jobs where I used to work at, and I never even heard of it. If it wasn't for one of our viewers in the other videos recommending a Filipino restaurant, I never would have asked around, and I never would have looked this place up. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this before the ice finishes melting, because it's shaved ice, so they're tiny little pieces of ice. Guys, this is a must visit when you're here in Orlando. The service, out of this world. The flavors, out of this world. The freshness and the quality of the food. You guessed it, out of this world. You guys have to check this place out. This is amazing. It's a new favorite spot. Can't wait to bring this home to my wife. And I know as soon as she starts trying some of the food, she's gonna ask me to bring her here like physically so she can have it nice and freshly made. Guys, thank you again. I have another surprise for you guys next week. And then after that, we're in for quite a bit of an adventure. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But I will see you guys next Sunday for now. And until then, let's just keep on eating.